All right, I'll call it up here. I made it. I don't know if I'm live. If I am, welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Jim. Happy Christmas Eve to everybody. I just returned home a matter of minutes ago, and I don't know if this is working. I got everything going as quickly as I could, but let's see. Let me call it up on my phone here and make sure that I'm on here. Oh, yeah. There I am. All right. Welcome, everybody. Let me take a quick check. I've got this going, so I can't. My cruel log is burning. Zachary Pollock, you were the first one here. Merry Christmas. Stevie Lee, hello. Welcome to you. Jason, Youper Wisdom Videos, hello to you. Pepper Tree Villa, season's greetings. Noah, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for being here. Eric Newman, you are here, and so am I. I didn't think I would get here on time for 7:30. Reason being is we spent Christmas Eve dinner at my mother-in-law's house, and we just returned. Luckily, I had set everything up earlier in the day, and I was able to just turn on the lights and begin the live stream. So I wasn't even sure how many people would show up here. It's Christmas Eve, so I may have said New Year's Eve a couple of times already. But my heart's pounding. But we'll see. We're here. I'll be honest. I'm just hanging out here. I don't have a ton planned. I got a couple of things planned, but not for a whole show. But we can just hang out and chat and talk about Christmas stuff. Let's see. I saw Noah in here. I'll just put it up there. Congrats on 600 subs. Thank you, Noah. Thank you very much. It happened. 600 subs today. It happened today. I had set as an arbitrary goal to get 600 subs by the end of the year. And it happened. It happened today. So thank you very much, everybody, for that. So what I've done is I've changed my goal. Now it's 700 subs before the end of the year. Let's make it happen, people. Help me out. Merry Christmas. I'm kidding. But that was exciting to see that, everything before the end of the year. So, and it's not like, thank you, Pepper Tree Villa. It's not like the only time I ask for subs, really, is when I get close to a milestone. And then it's kind of fun to see if I can get there. Like right before 500, I went on Bob and Ashley's show, and they were kind enough to implore their watchers and subscribers to subscribe to my channel, and I got a bump there, and that was a lot of fun. And it was equally as fun to try to get to the 600 sub milestone. And it happened. It's just a lot of fun. But normally I don't always ask for help with the subs, and I don't. Maybe I'm not on Twitter as much as I need to be, or Instagram, or YouTube, for that matter. So when milestones happen, it's quite a thrill. Ben, welcome to the show. Merry Christmas to you. Samantha Lowe, thank you so much for being here. Merry Christmas. Can I start with my first thing? By the way, I have a couple of things to taste test this evening. Just a couple. I think one drink and one edible. So I say edible like that's infused with something it shouldn't be infused with, but it's just something I can eat. That's all I'm saying. But hopefully the picture is good on the live stream. I'm looking at my phone, and that looks all right. So I'm happy about that. Excellent. Alex, welcome to the show. I see you in the chat. If I didn't say hello and welcome to you. Hello and welcome. I was part of a Secret Santa group, YouTube. It was started and spearheaded by Lasercat, and there were a number of people involved with the Secret Santa. What do you call it? Collaboration, I guess. But what ended up happening is I got lost in the mix, or something happened. I thought I was doing everything right. I probably didn't. Anyway, me and another YouTuber had difficulty getting into the Secret Santa. So I offered to sit out. I didn't want to be a burden to Lasercat. She was kind enough to say, no. We want you to be a part of this. As a matter of fact, you and the other person, if it's all right with you, you guys will be each other's Secret Santa. So that's what happened. So it was Myers and the Mouse was actually the other channel. And yesterday, a package arrived in the mail from Myers and the Mouse, and it was my Secret Santa gift. It came with a card. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Myers and the Mouse. Wishing you a season filled with happiness and a new year bright with joy. And a bunch of little Mickey confetti in there. Very cool. So our joke was that we're not so Secret Santa to each other, because we knew we were giving gifts to each other. Charlie, welcome to the show. Merry Christmas. Disney Nerd Herders are here. Who else? Stevie Lee. I think I saw you already, but if I've missed you, I'm sorry. I'll return to the chat in a moment. So I got a package, and Mama Mouse contacted me via Instagram, I believe, and asked me, "What do you like? What don't you like? What can I get you for all intents and purposes?" So I said I like any food with the name Reese's in the title. I like Star Wars. I like Marvel. So boy, did they come through on the Reese's. Got this. About 500 of these. I don't know how many are in here, but there's quite a bit. A number of the holiday Reese's Pieces trees, which are good. I never had ones with Reese's Pieces in the Reese's Pieces. Why do I have difficulty saying that? I know I'm not the only one. I want to say Reese's Pieces. Anyway, I've already eaten a number of these. My family has helped, but I've already eaten a great deal of the goodies that were in this box. So I want to thank Myers and the Mouse for that. But also what came in here is my new BB-8 mug. How awesome is that? I think there's a delivery coming. So thank you, Myers and the Mouse, for that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Let me come over here. Bear with me, folks. Hello, Carlos. Mouse Talk, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Merry Christmas. Okay. Oh, what is this? Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let me put this here. That's one of my things I'm taste testing.
Don't burn yourself on that.
This is hot?
Yes, and it gives you a warning right on the bottom.
Okay, I'm going to put this over here.
In your mouth.
Okay, okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right. And, okay, you're putting everything in. Okay. Oh, thank you for this. Is there a, do I just pick that up and eat it?
Okay. Shove in your pack hole.
Okay, will do.
Here's a napkin.
I can do it. Thank you so much for everything.
Yep.
All right. Oh. I think I'm good. Thank you very much. Because I was running late, I didn't have time to prepare my Christmas treats. So my lovely and talented wife helped me out. So that was my delivery. So let me get right into it. Pam's fam, welcome to the show. Merry Christmas to you. Blake, Merry Christmas. Thanks for being here. He's going to watch it later. That's cool. Whatever. I'm just you being here for the 1 minute you can be is wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so first let me, because I'm a bit thirsty. I don't know if this is the most thirst quenching thing in the world. Last time I tried a coffee, it was an eggnog flavored coffee from New England Coffee Company. They also have this gingerbread cookie coffee. Again, this was purchased not this year, but apparently we've had this for a while because the best buy date is October of 2017. That's fine. I don't know if coffee goes bad, but we're going to try it. So here it is, gingerbread cookie coffee. I'm just going to, it smells good. Gingerbready. Donna Jaworski, Merry Christmas. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. Okay, gingerbread cookie coffee. It's hot. There's not a strong flavor here. Perhaps that has to do with its age. It's a great cup of coffee. It's not terribly gingerbready. I smell a little bit of it, but it's. I'll just let me. Yeah, it's fine. It's not bowling me over with the gingerbread cookie flavor. But it's good. Thumbs up or thumbs down. I'll give it a thumbs up. It's just not terribly flavorful, but it's not bad. I want to thank everybody again, just while I'm looking at the chat, for being here on this Christmas Eve. I wasn't sure anybody would be here, but thank you very much. Hopefully you're enjoying the my fire. And if you are wondering about this is simply this is on YouTube, and it's 5 hours of Darth Vader funeral pyre, or whatever they called it. You can search it on YouTube. I thought it was kind of funny. Charlie asks, did I shake the bag first? I didn't make the coffee. I'm going to guess no. Is that a thing? Do we need to shake an old bag of ground coffee? It's just, it's not terribly flavorful. It tastes like coffee. Okay. My second item, and I had just messaged Pepper Tree Villa this morning. We were talking about our food holiday taste testing that they had on their live stream, which was amazing fun. And I encourage everybody to go watch that and watch all the Christmas treats that we tried on there. Arjohn's welcome. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for being here. So anyway, I messaged Pepper Tree Villa, and I mentioned the figgy pudding that I had tried, and I told them, I looked everywhere for mincemeat pies, and I just could not find them. Well, I went to a place called Fresh Market today, and lo and behold, mincemeat pies. I found them, so I had to try them on my live stream. Now, if you are unfamiliar with mincemeat pies, and they don't call them mincemeat pies, Walker's is calling this a mince pie. I suppose, to keep it real, they're cutting the word meat out of the title because there is no meat in this. I get unless you're talking about the meat of fruit. This is spiced orange and cranberry mince pies. I'll try to read the box. It says Walker's luxury spiced orange and cranberry mince pies. Perfectly baked, crumbly, buttery pastry packed with plump, juicy vine fruits, tangy peel, and spices. The delicious taste of Christmas. I'm sorry that if it sounded like I had difficult reading it, it's because this print here is, I don't have my glasses, and that was a bit of a challenge. So anyway, I'm kind of excited about this. So one of the things my wife just brought me was one of the mince pies, and here it is. I'll try not to tip it too much. There it is. It's very warm. She warned me not to burn myself on this. Part of Rose's world is here. Merry Christmas to you. R. John's, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I am trying a mince pie, a spiced orange and cranberry mince pie. I've never had one before. Just picking up the pastry. It's quite warm. I believe the directions said to put it in the oven for, there it is on the side of the box, sorry. Preheat oven to 180. I'm sorry, this is so hard to read. I can't read that. Anyway, it's hot. So here we go. Oh, it's crumbling. I'm too rough with it. Here we go. This is good. This is delicious. This is, again, there's no meat in this. It can be called a mincemeat pie, but if you're not familiar, there is no meat in this. This is simply fruit and spices. It is delicious. It tastes like a really, really filled cookie of some sort. That is wonderful. I think four luxury mince pies. I'm so happy I found this. I guess when I went looking in this store, and the store was called Fresh Market, the first time I looked, maybe too early in the season, and they did not have this on display. But I'm so happy I went back there today to find this. This is wonderful. I'm going to eat this whole thing. Let me take a look at the chat. I can't do my chat check because my fire's going. So if I've missed you in the chat, Dances with Goofy, I don't know if I welcomed you, but welcome. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for being here. Meat of the fruit. Yes, this is awesome. I'm so happy right now. Mike Wheeler, thank you so much for being here. Merry Christmas to you. Donna Jaworski, did I wish you a Merry Christmas? If I did not, and I'm sorry that I can't remember, I am drunk on mince pie right now, figuratively. I'm so happy right now. Yeah, that was wonderful. Sweet, fruity, warm. You know, it came right out of the oven. I'm very happy with that. If you're just joining me, I had shared some things I was showing my Secret Santa gift from Myers and the Mouse. I want to thank them very much for sending this my way, including a box full of different Reese's peanut butter treats. Have been eating those for the past 36 hours. So I want to thank them very much for that. Pam's fam. Pam has been, anytime we see each other in the chat, oh, wrong one. But Merry Christmas, Pepper Tree Villa. Where is it? Oh, there it is. We've been having fun wishing each other Merry Christmas in different languages. And last night during the Pepper Tree Villa live stream, I think that's where it was, she put one in there that was Polish, and I actually recognized it. Full disclosure, though, I still had to Google it to make sure it was. But I was pretty certain it was Polish. And it was. So then I went back, and I am half Hungarian, and we had actually my grandmother still has a bulb that said Merry Christmas in Hungarian. So I kind of knew what that was, but I still had to look it up. So I sent a Hungarian Merry Christmas Pam's way. And then she sent another one back. Pam, what was it? It was, oh my goodness, I can't remember. So anyway, that's where we are. I've been enjoying that very much. And then so Pam's got this in there tonight. And without the benefit of being able to Google what this is, Pam, you've stumped me. I don't know. This is Swahili, or was yesterday Swahili? Now I don't remember. Now I'm all confused. I can only think of mince pies right now. Oh well. So this has been a lot of fun. Pam has brought me more joy this Christmas season. Turkish. How about that? Very cool. Thank you for doing that. This has been a lot of fun. So that is, I did it again. Every time we go, that's the second time I went to click on this, and it shifts right at the last second, and then I click on Pepper Tree Villa wishing Mike Wheeler a Merry Christmas, which is great, and I love sharing that. Love the sweater. Thank you. I guess while we're just here, we're just chatting. I'll tell you where I got this at Michael's, and they already had all their Christmas stuff 50% off. So, Christmas deal. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, I'm digging it too. Although with the coffee and the roaring fire behind me, it's getting kind of warm in here. So, all right. So, man, I very happy with the mince pie. Can I recommend the mince pie to anybody that's looking for a bit of a different Christmas treat? If you never have had one before, I wouldn't mind getting that every year. I beg your pardon. Okay. What else? What else is going on? Oh, just in the thumbnail of this show, I think I put things that I've watched this holiday season. And if I can, let me promote. I do a show with four other YouTubers. Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders, D&G, Derek and Gregory from D&G Explorers, Ben, who's I believe here, or at least was at the beginning, from Pepper Tree Villa. Together, the five of us are the Five Foolish Mortals, and we've done a couple of shows already. The first show we got together and we discussed something that we watched on Disney Plus. The second time together, we tried some holiday treats. Well, we're getting together again on December 28th. That is a Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I would put it up here, but I've got a roaring fire going. I can't interrupt it. But on Saturday, we will be discussing Mickey's Christmas Carol and the Muppet Christmas Carol. So on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, we will be discussing that. We're all watching both of those shows, and then we're going to discuss them along with some other things probably, but that's going to be the main gist of it. Now, we encourage everybody to also watch them so that you can participate in the chat with your thoughts on those two shows. The Muppet Christmas Carol is an hour and some minutes long, but Mickey's Christmas Carol is only 24 minutes long. Ben is going to provide a bit of historical reference before we talk about the movies, but just quickly, I believe that Mickey's Christmas Carol was a short that was shown before another movie in 1983, I'm going to say. Rob Fuzz, welcome to the show. When Rob's here, I don't know if this is going to screw up my fire, or if you can even hear it. Welcome, Rob. Merry Christmas to you. Anyway, so Mickey's Christmas Carol is a very short, so if you can just watch one, do that, and then join us on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to talk about it. It'll be a lot of fun. We like to joke about it and stuff like that, but we admire both of these programs too. So we'll joke, and then we'll tell you what we love about these shows. Again, Mickey's Christmas Carol and the Muppet Christmas Carol. We're going to talk about those on Saturday. Anyway, so I've watched both of those already. I'll probably watch them again before Saturday and take some notes just to have. But I've also watched some other things this holiday season. Some things I have never seen before, some Christmas things, and in no small part to being a subscriber to Disney Plus was I able to enjoy these things. Can I just tell you the one thing I watched this year for the first time on Disney Plus that I really liked, I really enjoyed it, and that is Olaf's Frozen Adventure. This is not a movie. I don't know where this was released. I don't know if this was this the thing that was shown before Coco? When Coco was in theaters, they had Olaf's Frozen Adventure that they showed before Coco. I think I'm right about that, but I don't know. I think I'm right. Anyway, I had never seen it before because I didn't see Coco in theaters, so I didn't see Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Can I just say, though, I was pleasantly surprised by it. Ben tells me that's it. Okay. Walt is watching Scrooge. Watching it right now. Scrooge or Scrooged? Anyway, part of Rose's World says, nice, I love Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Friend bought me the book for Christmas. I didn't even know there was a book. I'll just say this, without giving too much of Saturday away. The Muppet Christmas Carol is a musical. There are songs in it. Olaf's Frozen Adventure is musical. There are songs in it. I enjoyed the music in Olaf's Frozen Adventure more than I enjoyed the music in the Muppet Christmas Carol. I'll leave it at that. But I enjoyed the music very much. I thought it was funny. Olaf's Frozen Adventure, I thought it was funny. The animation was good. I think was just over a half hour in length. So it's you're in and out, nobody gets hurt. I've got to show this. I just saw this out of the corner of my eye. Christmas Eve dinner, barbecue grilled cheese. Thanks, Jim. We had talked about grilled cheese. I don't even remember where I mentioned this, but I had mentioned to somebody that I've started putting barbecue sauce on my grilled cheese sandwiches. I started doing that about 20 years ago, and I haven't stopped. And as a matter of fact, I don't like a grilled cheese sandwich without barbecue sauce anymore. I mean, it's fine, but it's just adding barbecue sauce, whatever barbecue sauce, just adds a little, it kicks it up a notch, if I can borrow a phrase from Emeril Lagasse. So apparently the Disney Nerd Herders have tried barbecue sauce on their grilled cheese and like it because they're thanking me. I'm so happy you tried it. Everybody, I encourage everybody to do that. Even if you just put it on the side and you dip it in the barbecue sauce, just give it a try. I don't think you'll turn back. Anyway, Olaf's Frozen Adventure. I like the music. I like the comedy. The animation was cool. I like the length. And also what I liked about it is because at Hollywood Studios during Sunset Season's Greetings, they have 4 or 5 different animations that they go through on Sunset Boulevard there, and then they show maybe a minute-long animation. Then they show a projection show on the Hollywood Tower Hotel that matches that little animation that you just saw. Anyway, one of the animations is from Olaf's Frozen Adventure. I did not know that right away, but it's the part where Olaf is going door to door looking for holiday traditions. So they show Olaf getting an answer, a candy cane from a little boy at the door, blah, blah, blah. Then they break into a song called That Time of Year, which is actually a very good song. And it's comical. It's got a good melody. It's a very good song. My sister's here. Hey, Merry Christmas. I almost couldn't say it. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for being here. Anyway, yeah, and I'll tell you this, and I'm not kidding. Watching Olaf's Frozen Adventure has moved the character of Olaf up the list of my favorite Disney characters, and I think he's at number 2. I think he is in the second spot on my list of favorite Disney characters. I enjoy how funny he is. I like his innocence. I just like that character. And not afraid to admit it. Yeah, so that's where I am. Olaf, and then number 1 on my list is Orange Bird. I just like Orange Bird. Yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised with Olaf's Frozen Adventure. One thing, and I don't like to dwell on the negative, but I'll say this. I also watched Noel, which is the Anna Kendrick, Bill Hader Christmas movie that's a Disney Plus original. I just realized I don't need these. I'm not talking to anybody. Anyway, I wasn't in love with that movie. It had a lot of elements from the movie Elf in it. If you liked it, I'm sorry. I won't bash on it. I'm just going to tell you it's. I was hoping for more from it, but I was happy to find Olaf's Frozen Adventure. Anyway, that's where that is. It's 8:06. I've been on for 36 minutes already. Good grief. If you have joined the chat, first of all, thank you so much for being here. And if I missed you, for example, I see Rockin' Robin. Thank you so much for being here. Merry Christmas to you. Here's some other treats. Do I still have coffee to enjoy? I've got a little bit. I'm sure it's not warm anymore, but this is some sort of almond cookie that is covered in beignet sugar or powdered sugar, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not going to inhale that right now, but that was very good. I had that earlier. This is a little lemon cake that I had earlier. Very good. A coconut, not a macaron or is this a macaroon? What's it? I don't. Anyway, and then that was very good. I had one of those earlier, and then this, and yes, I'm handling all of these, so I'm going to have to eat them. Chocolate chip cookie also with holiday M&Ms in there. I'll say this about chocolate chip cookies. It's might be the most wonderful food in the world. There is nothing better than a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie. There's just something magical about it. I know I'm not alone in that. Thanks for being here, Walt. Good night and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Melissa as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Okay, so I guess, and these were wonderful. And yeah, so we just came from my mother-in-law's house. Did a Christmas Eve there. I did not rush home, but I got home maybe 3 minutes before 7:30, and I started this stream at 7:30. So I'm surprised this worked out. The show is going by better than shows I prepare an hour for. You know what I mean? It's not fair. Rockin' Robin says, my mom made a peppermint ice cream thing. Oh, my goodness. That's wonderful. Pam, where'd you get those almond cookies? My mother-in-law made those. So they're at her house, so I can give you her address. I probably won't. I was just kidding about that. Stevie Lee says, Jim just became my best friend. I love chocolate chip cookies. I'm telling you what, because I've thought about this, about my absolute favorite foods in the world. And for many years running now, chocolate chip cookies have been at the top of the list. There's just, they make me happy. They're delicious. There's such a variety of them, but a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie right out of the oven is, it's heaven. It just is. Let's see. What do we got going on? Dances with Goofy. I have to make a chocolate cream pie tonight. Good grief. That's quite an endeavor. I've never made a pie before. I buy pre-made pies. I don't know if we talked about this, but that's how I roll. Jim, is that fireplace behind you warm? No, it's virtual. I know you're kidding, but I thought this was hilarious. So, and this is found on YouTube. You can look up Darth Vader fireplace, and there's 5 hours of this. Somebody edited together this for 5 hours. There was also another one I came across. If you're familiar with Nick Offerman, who you may know from the show Parks and Rec, he is married to Megan Mullally. There is a 3-hour video of him just sitting in a leather chair sipping scotch near a fireplace. That was also kind of funny. But in that one, and I didn't watch all 3 hours of it, but I saw in the comments somebody said you can see the jump cut every 40 minutes or something, which is pretty good. He's just staring at the camera sipping scotch for 40 minutes, and then they loop it, I guess. But this is kind of seamless. Not that I've watched this, not that I haven't taken my eyes off this, but this I just thought that was funny, so I'm bringing it to you. Dances with Goofy says pies are easy. Make a crust and dump stuff in it. You know what? As I say that, I've made pot pies before, and you're right. And I haven't made the crust, but I've purchased a crust to lay in a pie pan and then fill that with pot pie goodies. So I guess I have made a pie. I'm a big liar. Sorry for lying. They sold an almond cookie in a square shape with a Hershey's Kiss back home. I can't find it here. I bet that was really good. You put a Hershey's Kiss in the middle of anything, and it's going to improve it. And then my mom's here. Welcome, Merry Christmas. Thanks for being here. We're just hanging out on Christmas Eve. I just got back. We were at my mother-in-law's house, and now we're here. And I'll be honest. Last week when I did a live stream, and then somebody asked me, "Are you going live next week?" And I hadn't given it a thought. I didn't even realize that my next show would fall on Christmas Eve. So, but I thought, you know what? I think I can, whatever we have planned, I think I can hop on and do this after any plans we have. So if anybody is out there, and I wasn't sure anybody would be, but I'm happy you're here. I'm happy to provide a place for us to gather on this Christmas Eve. Happy you're here. I think I've started something. Was going to watch Noel, but after that rave review, we'll watch Apocalypse Now instead. Here's the thing about Noel. It's gotten mixed reviews. I've heard people that have loved it. I was listening to the Diz Unplugged podcast. And if you're familiar with those guys, Pete Werner is the head of all of that. And he loved it. He said it's his new favorite Christmas movie. I couldn't have disagreed more. But one of the other guys, Craig, is another guy from the Diz Unplugged. He did not like it at all. So I don't know. I just thought... I don't want to spoil it in case anybody's interested in watching it. You might love it. Anna Kendrick is very engaging, and she's very good in it. I like Bill Hader. He's good, too. I don't know if they gave him enough funny stuff. They didn't take advantage of his comedic abilities. But I don't know. I thought the story, I thought there was a good morsel, a good nugget, a good seed, if you will, to grow, to plant and grow a great movie out of. That just didn't happen. They buried it in a very shady spot, and it just, Ben's with me. He gets it too. He wasn't going to watch it anyway. Okay. All right then. You can. Don't pencil it in your calendar. Michael Riley, welcome to the show. I did not see you earlier. I'm seeing you now. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for being here. He's going to Disney on Friday. My pass for Walt Disney World is currently blocked out. I am not able to go into the parks until January 2nd, I think, is when that's lifted. So until then, I guess if I want to go to Disney, it'll be Disney Springs or the Character Warehouse. Or I just ride the monorail over and over again. I can do that. I can go resort hopping. I just can't go into the parks until January 2nd now. But I'm okay with that. I have the Gold Pass, which only has 2 parts of the year that are blocked out for me, and that's spring break time of year, near Easter-ish. Is there a train in this? Why is there a train in that? I don't know if I've watched this long. And anyway, the other time I can't go to the parks is now during Christmas, between like December 18th and the New Year. And I'm okay with that because those are the busiest times of the year for the parks. And I don't like to be there when it's terribly busy. Living so close, I have the luxury to not need to go there at these times of year. So I'm all right. It's a good pass for me to have. What's unfortunate though is if somebody's in town and wants to go to the parks, I won't be able to join them. Like Lena from Paper Scissors and something else. Oh my, they're going to be down here very soon. So if I want to meet up with Lena, we'll have to do it at Disney Springs or something. So, but let's see. I see Ben is still. We're still talking about Noel. Not a classic Christmas movie. No. What else did I see? I think I tweeted this out. I saw the new Lady and the Tramp on Disney Plus, the live action / computer generated version of Lady and the Tramp, and I liked that. I thought that was fun. It starts out with a Christmas scene. The entire 95% of the middle of the movie is not Christmassy, and then it ends with a Christmas scene. So I wondered, hey, is this a Christmas movie? If Die Hard is considered a Christmas movie by some, certainly this can be considered a Christmas movie. And certainly because it ends with a Christmas scene and the exchanging of gifts, I'm going to say yes, it is a Christmas movie. I hope I didn't ruin anything, but Lady and the Tramp's been around for a long time. So Pepper Tree Villa says, I like Lady and the Tramp too. Yes. I had heard it wasn't so good, but I enjoyed it. But I thought I don't want to spoil anything if nobody has seen it or doesn't want any details. There's nothing I can say. I'll stop talking about it other than I liked it. What else? Oh, in the movie Field of Dreams, the baseball movie where Kevin Costner's character builds a baseball field in his cornfield. There's a scene right after he hears a voice and he builds the baseball field. Then there's a whole montage of him and the baseball field where nothing's happening. Nobody's using the baseball field. There are no ghosts that have visited the baseball field. In that montage, there is a scene where he's looking out the window at winter and there's a Christmas tree there. And so it's to show the how time elapsing where he's been waiting months and months and nothing's happening with this field. So there's maybe a 5-second shot of Christmas in Field of Dreams. I bring this up because that's not a Christmas movie to me, but there's a scene in it where certainly they're celebrating Christmas. Where do you draw the line? Where does why does one call Die Hard a Christmas movie and not Field of Dreams? I mean, it makes sense to me. Of course, Field of Dreams is not a Christmas movie, but I'm just saying it's where do you? There's got to be a line somewhere. Where do you draw that? Speaking of things I hate, no, I'm kidding. I've been listening to Christmas music on the radio here for the past month, and I love it and I hate it, and I'll explain that. It's such a thrill when the radio station starts to play Christmas music. They interrupt their regular format to play Christmas music 24/7, which is a lot of fun and super exciting when it first happens, somewhere just around Thanksgiving. And actually here in the Tampa area, we have 2 radio stations that are doing that. Both call themselves the official Christmas station of Tampa. I believe the deal is one is an iHeart radio station, and one is owned by the Cox Media Group. So they each want to get in on the Christmas, audience, I guess. Jason, Uper Wisdom Videos, good night. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, so I love when that starts. I love being able to turn on the radio and there's Christmas music. It's now been about 5 weeks, and I now realize that they have a rotation of the same 20 songs. Some are played way more than others. The one station, and I don't know why they do this, play Amy Grant at least 3 times an hour, and I do not know why. I've grown to not like any Amy Grant Christmas music. It's and I'm sorry if you're a fan of Amy Grant Christmas music. It's just there's nothing. How do I say this without sounding? It's kind of I don't want to offend anybody, but it's very milquetoast. There's no. It's like somebody said, we want to make a Christmas album that will not offend anybody. Let's get Amy Grant. So Amy Grant recorded this Christmas music that has no soul to it. It feels almost to me like if you've ever listened to a kid's music album where a choir of children are singing nursery rhymes and songs, and it's very straightforward, not offensive. That's what Amy Grant Christmas album reminds me of. And I just Rockin' Robin says, darn, I'll have to cancel that gift for Jim. It was Amy Grant CD. Please cancel it. I don't want to be negative. It's just heard it today 3 different times. And I know I can listen to my own music. It's just so easy to put on the local radio station and listen to it. Two Real Geeks, Merry Christmas to you. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. This life of ours, Merry Christmas. I do turn it off. Because there are 2 different radio stations that play Christmas music. When I hear Amy Grant, I turn it to the other one. And I've been burned twice where Amy Grant is playing on the other one also, and it's driving me crazy. So there's only one more day of that. But I have my own Christmas music. My favorites, if we can go positive now, my favorite Christmas songs are Dean Martin singing Marshmallow World. I enjoy Bare Naked Ladies and Sarah McLachlan singing We Three Kings, and they mixed it with the other one, and I'm blanking on it. Let me think about it. Somebody help me. God rest you, merry gentlemen. Okay, that's very good too. But I haven't heard that a lot this year, and I don't have it. I point to this like I hear it through that, but I think I've heard it twice this Christmas season. Rockin' Robin says, Jim, maybe you're meant to hear Amy Grant for a reason. I can't imagine what you're driving at. I'm going to say no reason. No reason to hear Amy Grant. Not for me anyway. But people in the Tampa area have been getting their fill. So no shortage of Amy Grant around here. My second favorite song this year is Frank Sinatra singing the Christmas Waltz. And that's kind of a new, it's been around forever, of course, but I've just kind of been, I've been sleeping on it, and now I'm realizing its greatness. Baron is here as well. Baron, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for being here. I see Darlene Love is in there. Father Christmas by the Kinks. I know that one. I haven't heard that one in a long time, though. But that is a good one. What else did I hear that I didn't realize? Oh, that's actually kind of good. Oh, I know what it is. Tom Petty has a Christmas song. And I don't know what it's called. And I've heard it before, but I just heard it the other day. And I was, I give her, take or leave Tom Petty. But I was listening to that Christmas song, and I go, you know what? I kind of enjoy this Christmas song. And I don't know what it's called, but it's not in my top 3. But I liked it, so I may be looking into that into the future when I make my own More Sunshine Please playlist, Christmas playlist. I see my sister said Billy Squier. I do enjoy that song quite a bit. He's got a song called Christmas is the Time to Say I Love You. And when MTV was first starting out, I guess he recorded that song in 1981 when MTV was first starting out. And he lived in New York, and he lived near the MTV studios, so I guess he was there all the time. And it was all the VJs, Martha Quinn, Nina Blackwood, J.J. Jackson, Alan Hunter, Mark. Oh, my goodness. Mark, I can't remember his name. Oh, I can't remember that VJ's name. Anyway, they were all there, as well as secretaries and accountants and everybody from MTV. They gathered in the studio with Billy Squier, and he and his band played this song, Christmas is the Time to Say I Love You. And so they would play that on MTV every year, back when they focused on music. And I always enjoyed that song, but it was years and years where I did not hear it. And then a few years ago, I looked it up and was able to find it, and it's out. And there's actually been some covers of it. I know Catherine McPhee, who was a American Idol runner-up, released a Christmas album, and she covered it. And some others have covered that song, and that's a good one, Amy. I agree with you. I like that song very much. It's Mark Goodman. Thank you, Dances with Goofy. The Orlando guy, welcome. Merry Christmas to you. Alan Hunter. J.J. Jackson, Nina Blackwood, Martha Quinn. I think I got all the other ones. But yeah, so I just read about this. It's not like I know Billy Squier Christmas music backward and forward, but I just read about this because I was interested in that song. And for maybe 3 or 4 years, they would have some sort of MTV Christmas song. It all started with the Billy Squier one, however. And then programming took a turn, and less of a focus on music and more. And I haven't seen MTV in years, but I guess it's all reality shows now, which is sad. Band-Aid, that's a good one. The Beach Boys, Little Saint Nick. You know what? I never used to enjoy that one because it was the Beach Boys, and I wanted to keep them as my summertime band. But I enjoy that Christmas song now very much, and like when that comes on the radio. What do we got here? I don't even know how to say this. Pam, just tell me what this is. What language this is. I'm looking for a clue in the words. I'm I don't know. Does anybody have a clue? It's Gaelic? I would not have known that. That's not where I was going. That's a great one. Well done. I'm so happy with those, Pam. Thank you so much for providing that. What else we have? The Orlando guy says the Eagles, please come home for Christmas. I'll be honest, that's not my favorite one. But they play the Eagles so much around here. Oh, I know this one. I know. Yeah, this is a slower one, right? Celebrate me home. Something like that, right? Yeah, that's not bad. I haven't heard that. I think I heard that last year. Ben, no, just a hard no on that one. I'm just gonna get that one off the screen as fast as I can. What else? So, Marshmallow World by Dean Martin's my favorite. I like the Christmas Waltz by Frank Sinatra is up there, and the Bare Naked Ladies and Sarah McLachlan singing God Rest You Merry Gentlemen and We Three Kings. That's I think those are my top three this year. That always changes. It's a fluid list. It's always changing. I do like. I'll say this. My mom and sister in their chat. In the 80s, we had the Harry Connick Christmas album. I didn't love it then, but I do now. I like it a lot now. It's great. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Pam, more sunshine is like Darth Vader's funeral pyre. Fiery and bright. Oh, Pam. You are what makes the Christmas season bright yourself, not me. This is virtual. This isn't me, but you're the real deal. What else we have? The Temptations, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They don't play that a lot here. I haven't heard that around here. What I have been hearing is the Drifters singing White Christmas. I've heard that multiple times, which I like a lot. So, is the Temptations Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, is that slower tempoed? I'm trying to remember that one. What do Two Real Geeks have? So we're making a Yule Tree video. It's getting ready to upload so y'all can play it. Oh, cool. Very cool. How long is that going to be? Because I'll just let it run. You can get your hours. Rachel, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Myers and the Mouse, biggest fan. Your allegiance has changed. I thought Rob Fuzz was your guy. That's cool. That's very, very cool. Myers and the Mouse, by the way, were my Secret Santa. Thank you, Myers and the Mouse. Good grief. I have been on for over an hour. But we're talking Christmas music here. Dan Fogelberg's Same Old Anxiety. I think I know this one too. And it sounds like every Dan Fogelberg song, if I'm right, Orlando guy. I think I am. Rob Fuzz is still here, guy. Okay, good. But I like the name change. That's good. My daughter has taken to the Frank Sinatra Christmas album this year. We played it on the Amazon Music because we have a Fire Stick, and Amazon Music's on there. And I just started playing that Christmas album, and she was digging it. So we bought it, and we've listened to it multiple times. It's very good. I've become a Frank Sinatra fan. I wasn't always, but I am now. Rob, welcome to the show. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for being here. Happy to have you. Now here's I'm not a fan of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but and what's the other one? What's the Mannheim Steamroller. Those just aren't my. I prefer the classics. I think Derek with D&G Explorers and I both really like the music of the 30s, 40s, and 50s. You know that music that they play at Hollywood Studios for Christmas? It's Frank Sinatra. It's the Andrew Sisters or whoever. All that stuff. I really dig that stuff. So, Two Real Geeks. They made their fire 2 hours long. When's that going to be up? Because I'm going to put it on immediately. Pam's Fam talked about this before. Celtic Women Christmas is our tradition. I watch it every year with my dad. You had suggested that a few weeks ago, so I looked them up, and specifically, I think you were talking about Carol of the Bells, if I'm not mistaken. So I looked them up on YouTube, and there were two different videos that I watched. One was a lady playing her violin by herself, and the other was that same lady, but then she was joined by other Celtic women, I guess. But they were both good. I can see why that's your tradition. Orlando guy hates Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They've played their one hit out with me. I agree. Here's the thing. Instrumentally, musically, it's they're gifted, and that's very good. It's just for Christmas music, it's too aggressive for my taste. But for and that's their Carol of the Bells. They play something else that I didn't mind as much, and I can't remember what it is, but they play two songs on the radio station here. One is Carol of the Bells, and the other one is the other one I like better because it's not as in your face. It's not so aggressive. But what else? There was another Christmas. There's some songs that they play on the Christmas station that I don't believe are actual Christmas songs. And I know, Ben, you told me about Linus and Lucy as being originally written for the Charlie Brown Christmas special. But they adopted it as the theme to Peanuts, really. I would argue because they play that all the time because it's on that soundtrack. It's Charlie Brown Christmas. So they play that as if it's one of the Christmas songs, and I would argue that's not a Christmas song. Christmas Time is Here. Yes, that's a Christmas song. Play that one. But I would argue Linus and Lucy isn't a Christmas song. Also, what I've heard on the radio station is Pentatonics, and I saw somebody was a Pentatonics fan, and they're very talented. However, they on the Christmas radio station, they played Pentatonics singing Leonard Cohen's Alleluia. And that is not a Christmas song. It might be on their Christmas album, and it might be a great song, but that's not a Christmas song. So please don't play it during Christmas. Okay. Best Christmas song in the past decade, Cradle Hymn by Kim Andre Arneson, performed by that person, Nadaros Cathedral Girls Choir, and conductor Anita Brevik. Okay. I'm going to have to look that one up. It'll be in the chat. Thank you for posting that, because I'm always interested in good Christmas music. Thank you, Charlie. I got 600 subs today. I had 600. I didn't want to celebrate it too much because I knew it could go down to 598 like that, and probably has. I haven't checked it in a while, but thank you very much. I wanted to get to 600 before the new year, and I did. So now I want to get to 700 before the new year. Okay. Ben, yes. There's snowflakes on eyelashes. That's what makes that a Christmas song. I don't know about that. Again, great song. That's wonderful music, but is it a Christmas song? I don't know. There's another one too. I can't think of. Congratulations, Orlando guy, just crossed over 200 subs. Congratulations to you. Oh, we're all on the move. Oh, Rob says Pentatonics, Little Drummer Boy, and Silent Night. Okay, that's what I want them to play. Don't play Hallelujah, because I already talked about it. But yeah, but they're very good. Isn't it amazing? Acapella was huge a few years ago, and they certainly rose that wave. But they're the only ones that have stayed up there. They're the only ones that continue to produce music from that. You remember there was a competition, an acapella competition show. Ben Folds was a judge, and Nick Lachey was the host. I can't even remember what it was called, but acapella was huge. Pitch Perfect, of course. But yeah, Pentatonics still putting out music. Another Christmas song, and I'll get going. It's already 8:43. I've been on way longer than I thought I would be, but thank you so much, everybody, for being here. What else? There was another one that I came across. Now I can't think of it. I'm blanking on it. But one, here's something that is interesting that I thought I'd hear a lot more of this year, and I really haven't. And that's the Mariah Carey song. They always play that to death, and I actually haven't heard that a whole lot this year. I don't know if I just lucked out or what. And I like that song. I don't hate it. It's just they play it way too much. Except this year, they haven't. But there's a song by Kelly Clarkson called Underneath the Tree, or maybe it's called Underneath the Christmas Tree. And it's kind of in the same vein, kind of the same tempo, and it doesn't, it's not a traditional, it's a rocker, it's up tempo, and it's a happy Christmas song. It's a love song, really. And it's very good. She performed it on her Christmas special a few years ago now. And that's a good one. That's a new favorite. That's been on there. That's been on the list, and it's been rising. But I like hearing that. Part of Rose's World likes that Kelly Clarkson song as well. It's a good one. My sister... No, sorry, hold on. I Hate the Hippopotamus song. Is that the something about hippopotamus for Christmas? Yeah, that's not a good one. If that's what I'm thinking of. There was one, Charlie from Disney Nerd Herders told me something about, what was the one he mentioned that he hated, and I just wasn't even familiar with it. I can't. It was an animal of some sort. A donkey? Was it a donkey or a mule or a burro? I don't remember what it was. But I just I haven't heard the hippopotamus song a lot, and I've never heard the one Charlie mentioned, which I guess I'm grateful for, because Dominic the donkey. Yeah, I had to look that up to hear it. I'm glad, after having heard it, I'm glad they don't play it on the radio here. But and then there was one other one. Oh, I just heard Grandma got run over by a reindeer for the first time tonight on the way home. Don't love that one. I could do without that. But let's keep it positive. I do like Feliz Navidad. I like that, even though there's only about 7 words in the whole song. I like it. It's just a happy song. That's one of those songs I never used to like, but I do now. I know a lot of people had mentioned It's the Most Wonderful Time of Year as being their favorite Christmas song. I know Bob from Bob and Ashley had mentioned that. Maybe Charlie said that was his favorite Christmas song. And that's good. I'll tell you what keeps that from being higher on my list, though. What are the lyrics? Oh, I have a problem with one of the lyrics. It goes, now I can't think. I've got too many songs in my head. There'll be caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Okay, I'm sorry. Nobody tells scary ghost stories during Christmas, okay? Why did you throw that in the song? That's not a thing. That doesn't happen. Scary ghost stories is from a different holiday. You missed that. That happened a couple months ago. So either that was just lazy lyric writing, or that's some crazy tradition I am not familiar with. Although the Orlando guy makes a good point here. A Christmas Carol. That's one story. He had mentioned scary ghost stories. All right, if I'm nitpicking, and I am, I'm just saying they were looking for a rhyme. Scary ghost stories rhymes with tales of the glories. I get that. So I like that song, but if I'm being honest, when I hear that, I'd be lying if I didn't say I don't take note of that every time I hear that song. But it's a good one. Who am I? I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know what? I want to thank everybody for being here. If I missed you in the chat, I do apologize, but I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I went on for way longer than I thought I would. I'm still seeing people. I see Two Real Geeks, the Ramones. I saw that they have a Christmas song. I'm not familiar with it, but I saw that they have one. Addie Family Adventures, welcome to the show. Merry Christmas to you. You're just catching us wrapping this up. But everybody have a very Merry Christmas. I don't know if I'm going to be going live on New Year's Eve. If I do, it certainly won't be until midnight. Maybe I probably will. But let me talk about this. Thank you for being here on Saturday, December 28th. The Five Foolish Mortals. We're going to be on the Disney Nerd Herders channel, and we're going to talk about Mickey's Christmas Carol and the Muppet Christmas Carol. So if you have Disney Plus or you have access to these shows another way, watch these because we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the things we like about it, the things we don't like about it, probably more like, though. We'll talk about a bit of the history of them. It should be fun. I enjoyed it the first time we did this with the Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. That was on the D&G Explorers channel. And then on my channel, for our second episode of the Five Foolish Mortals, we tried a bunch of holiday goodies. And then for our third episode, we're going to talk about Mickey's Christmas Carol and the Muppet Christmas Carol. So if you want to, I encourage you to watch those things so you can join us in the chat talking about these two shows. The one, Mickey's Christmas Carol, is only 24 minutes long. That's what I love most about it. We'll talk more about it then. But and then on Monday, I believe I'm going to be on with Pepper Tree Villa. I'm very excited about this. I'll be honest. I was very tired at the end of their show, but they talked about having a New Year's food show, and I really want to be a part of that. So I'm going to have to go find some hors d'oeuvres and stuff to try for the Pepper Tree Villa live stream that will take place Monday evening, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. So that'll be on Monday. Again, Five Foolish Mortals on the Disney Nerd Herders channel on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. It should be a lot of fun. I want to thank Dean from the Live Place for hosting all of these family-friendly live streams. I don't thank him enough, but he's a pillar in our YouTube Disney community. A great guy. Hope to do something with him very soon. But I want to thank him. Check out the Live Place at theliveplace.com, where you can see, I don't know, he's got maybe 5,000 Disney YouTubers. It's not that. I don't think it's quite at 80 yet, but there's a lot of people on there. So if you're interested in this community, if you're new to it, check out the Live Place. And I want to thank everybody that was in the chat. If I missed you, my apologies. But Merry Christmas to you. I'm going to click the end broadcast button now. Happy holidays. I didn't even mention this. I had latkes for the first time this evening. Very good. Delicious, actually. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful holiday. Goodbye, everybody.